Hey everyone, Mountain of Roses. Okay, so my name is Lovelyn Ipil, and today we talk all about the forces that affect on Earth's surface. Okay, so earthquakes. Okay, since this is the one who affects our Earth surface. So as you can see, the pictures, the root is cracked or broke because of earthquakes. So earthquakes can harm to us. Okay, so why earthquakes happens? Okay, so earthquake happens when two blocks of the earth suddenly slip past one another. Okay, so this is the reason why we have earthquake. Again, if the two blocks of the earth suddenly slip past one another, it can cause an earthquake. Okay, so what to do before an earthquake? Okay, so um, all of us, we need to learn what to do before an earthquake because prevention is better than cure. Okay, so first step is make sure you have a fire extinguisher, first aid kit, a battery powered radio, a flashlight, and extra batteries at home. Okay, so these are the very important equipment in our house. The fire is extinguisher, not for the earthquake, but it also for the fire in case of emergency. Okay, so second, learn a first aid. Okay, so it's very important to us if we learn the first aid. And as I remember during my high school days, my teacher they teach us how to use the first aid. Okay, and then third is learn how to turn off the gas, water, and electricity. Okay, so we need to learn the the turn off for the gas, water, and electricity because this is very important during the earthquake. Fourth is make a plan of where to meet your family after the earthquakes. Okay, so um, during the or before the earthquake, um, inside your house with your family, it's important that um, you have a plan if where to meet your family. Okay, so for example, during the earthquake, we everything is we don't know if what happened, and it is very important if we have a plan if where to meet our family. And then next is don't leave heavy objects on shelves because they fall during a quake. Okay, so it is very important also if you don't leave heavy objects because we all know that earthquakes is very dangerous, and if there's heavy things, we don't know what happened. Okay, so next is anchor heavy furnitures, cupboards, and appliances to the walls and floor. And last, learn the earthquake plan at your school or workplace. Okay, so this is very important that we learn from our school or at our workplace about earthquake plan. Okay, so next is earthquake happens when lava and sorry, this is volcanic eruptions. Okay, so volcanic eruptions happens when lava and discharge from volcanic vent. Okay, so if the lava discharge from volcanic vent, it caused volcanic eruptions. Okay, so during volcanic eruptions, this is the things that you must do. Okay, so first, use an N95 dust mask because during the eruptions, there are lots of dust in our surroundings. So it's better that we wear an N95 dust mask. Second, protect protect your skin and eyes. Okay, so we need to protect our skin, especially our eyes, because it's very hard, or it is very dangerous if our eyes have a dust because we can see. Third, secure your feet. Okay, so we need to secure our feet first. If you and fourth, if you are outside, okay, so this means that if you're outside the house, your school, your workplace, seek cover immediately. Okay, so you need to find a cover. For example, during the volcanic eruptions, um, you're here at your house. Okay, so find a table and then make it a cover for you. Fifth, if you are inside, stay tuned to the new. Okay, I sorry if this is news. Okay, so if you are inside your house, you must listen the the TV news, the radio, so that you're updated. And then sixth, cover food and water containers to avoid contamination with ash. Okay, so we need to cover our water, the food, because we can't contaminate it, so that we can so that we avoid for contaminations. 7, wash all utensils thoroughly before eating. Okay, so we need to wash all our utensils, the plate, the spoon, the fork. We need to wash that first. And last, stay away from rivers or streams to avoid lahar flow. Okay, so during the volcanic eruptions, it is very important to us that we stay away from the rivers, not only from the rivers, but it's also for the sea, or the another, or the every place that prone for the lahar flow. Okay, so volcanic volcanically triggered earthquakes have the potential to cause cracks, ground deformations, and damage to man-made structures. Okay, so volcanic eruptions have the potential to cause a cracks. For example, the the pictures that you see earlier, the roots are cracks or deforms, ground deformations, and also the damage for man-made structures. For examples, a house, if they have volcanic eruptions and it's very strong, the the house is a man-made structure, so it can damage, and they typically are much smaller than earthquake caused by non-volcanic source. Okay, so what is volcanic eruptions? Okay, volcanic eruptions can change the shape of a mountain by blowing parts of it. Okay, so as we can as we it can change the shape of the mountain, blowing parts of it away. But volcanic eruption can also build up the land around a volcano. When lava flows out and hardens on the surface on the earth can crack and shape during an earthquake above the point where the crust moves. Okay, so here's the thing that we must do during the explosions. Okay, so first, evacuate immediately if you live or staying within the radius of affected area. Okay, so the most important thing to do is if we live in the affected area, we need to evacuate first. Second, stay tuned to the national news and your local communities channels. Okay, so um, it's very important that we stay tuned to the news. We listen for the radios. We watch TV so that we are updated to our news. Third, charge your electronics. Okay, so especially flashlight because it is expected that they have a blackout during the volcanic eruptions because if this the electricity is still good, it is very dangerous to us if the electricity is good. So it if blackout, we are safety that time because of the wiring. And fourth, no disaster hotlines and emergency hotlines. Okay, so this is the one thing that we must know, the disasters hotlines for in case of emergency. Okay, so and last, prepare a go bag inside the evacuation. Okay, so we all know that inside the go bag is, don't forget the flashlight, the canned goods which is easy to open so that we can eat if anytime, the flashlight, the canned goods, the cell phone. That is very important for the go bag inside. Okay, so that's all for today, and I hope that you learned something from this video. Thank you and God bless.